The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tonight, 180. Here we go. 17.
They'll try the left side. Akers. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got it. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54. We go, 76.
Gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. These two teams squaring off here in week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they've dominated this series. They've won 6 of the last 7 against the Rams. Goff's throw here finds Woods. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Here we go, 120. Ric Flair. You got Cooper.
From the 50, it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
14.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
5. Hey, 7. Hey, Lim.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Akers. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 19-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
64.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Value three. Bravo.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. My 28. No chance.
Out of the gun. Gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. It's our time.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Didn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They go quickly here out to Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
51's the money. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. That's it. Kill. Turn up. Check. Crunch.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, 83 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he slings one that's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Tiger.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again is gone. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
partner. I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to throw. Goff going up top for Cup. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Let's go, D. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Check 41. Oh, here we go. 66. Roll it. Back.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Buddy up, 59. Mike's 59. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 47-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Home train. Step. Mike part 9. Mike part 9. In the face. He's crashing. He's checking credit.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the front. Watch the run. Sponge. No. Mike. Hunt. 64. Wait. Watch the curl. Mike's 59.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Mike's 54. Hey, I'm coming after you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Echo. I'm coming after you. Mike 28.
Goff now to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Joker. Pass him. 41. You got to wedge that, huh? Hey, watch the lane. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. Hey, defense. Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get that to devalve the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? 61. Let's box. Right.
This is McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
You got it. You got it.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On the double. 941. Set. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now gone. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They are going for it. Goff. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Gano the extra point. And we're back now in Charlotte, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work mark, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
He's coming. Check in.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. And to give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Right here.
From the gun on third down, gone. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they work this out past the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Out of the gun, gone. He's going to air it out deep for Wolf. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Completes it to Samuel. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Kill.
Maverick Wall. Hey, 76.
Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
What's tight? Tight is
Super 66.
To throw is gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out